We've all been waiting for the smart contract functionality on the Cardano blockchain. Now that the smart contracts are up and running through the Alonzo Hard Fork on September 12th, what does that mean for the future of Cardano going forward? Well, in this video, I will exactly answer that question. So if you would like to learn more about all that, welcome to Chibind Brothers. My name is Joel. Please allow me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn the notification bell as it helps us with the YouTube algorithm to get our message to a wider audience. Also, guys, I would like to say thank you for helping us to get to finally 1,000 subscribers. Guys, it's been a long road to 1,000 subscribers. We've been grinding for about 11 months and we finally reached this milestone. So thanks a lot, guys. The first thing that we're going to do in this video is addressing all of the Cardano critics. One of the big Cardano critics is that Cardano is overvalued but doesn't have any functionality. And in my case, I believe that is BS. Because guys, here's the thing. First of all, nobody can make that critic now that the smart contracts are live, because this was the main reason for a lot of people to say, well, it is overvalued. It doesn't even have half of the things that it is advertising for, which at the time, you know, I agree, but I still thought that it was BS. So then now that the smart contracts are up and running, here's the thing that I'm going to say here. For example, guys, when you look at valuation for different things, like, you know, I also trade in the stock market. So when we go, for example, into the stock market and we look at a company like Apple, guys, if you look at Apple back in 2001, 2003, nobody could have ever thought that one day Apple will become the first $1 trillion company by market cap. But here's the thing. There are investors at the time, back in 2001, 2003, that were looking at Apple and saw that Apple had a potential of, you know, growing much bigger into the future based on what they were offering then, based on the technology as they were advancing, and looking at things like, you know, the money that they were making on their balance sheets, revenue, and different kind of stuff, which I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of all that. But just as an example, investors that saw the potential at the time and invested in Apple now are people that are smiling right now, because Apple became the first $1 trillion company. And the reason was that at the time, Apple wasn't as big as it is today. Apple wasn't as effective as it is today. But they saw the potential, they bought it, and now they've made a lot of money. And it is the same thing with Cardano. You're saying, well, it doesn't have the functionality. Well, but does it have the potential? Cardano did have the potential, does have the potential, and now even more with the smart contract that have been implemented. So the next example that I will use here is also Bitcoin. You know, I try to go a little bit further from crypto, but let's come back to crypto, okay? Let's talk about Bitcoin. Guys, does Bitcoin have any real world functionality or any real world application? Nothing, nada, guys. But here's the thing, Bitcoin is still valuable. And this is where you have all these Bitcoin maximalists that make me sick, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinion. So here's the thing, guys, when you look at Bitcoin, the only reason Bitcoin has value is one, because of how robust the Bitcoin blockchain is, which hasn't still been hacked until today. The second reason is because of the scarcity. Scarcity because when you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin has maximum supply of about 21 million Bitcoin that could ever exist. So that means it makes Bitcoin have such of a deflationary type of tokenomics, right? Where you could only have 21 million and no more than that. So that means you have less supply, which means, but more demand, which means the price could actually be going more higher in the future. And then the last thing is the store of value, which is why a lot of people call Bitcoin digital gold. These are the things that give Bitcoin its value. No functionality at all. Bitcoin is slow. It's not scalable. You can't do anything with the Bitcoin blockchain. But, and then you have people coming out here where Cardano is building some things, and then they say that, well, Cardano is not going to go anywhere because they don't even have half of the things that they are advertising. It's sickening to me. So, guys, now that we've put the critics to the side, let's jump into the functionality of Cardano. Now we have the smart contract up and running on the Cardano blockchain. What does this mean for Cardano going forward? So guys, here's what this means. This means that now Cardano allows the launching of decentralized applications. For example, DeFi or decentralized finance. What are the possible realms in DeFi? One thing is lending protocols. For example, when we look at Ethereum, Ethereum has Aave, which is a lending protocol that's built on the Ethereum blockchain. Now we can have protocols like this built on the Cardano blockchain. The next thing is synthetic assets. For example, when you look at Ethereum, they have synthetics built on Ethereum, because what does synthetics do? Synthetics basically issues synthetic assets. For example, SBTC, or which are synth BTC, which is a synthetic asset that is tracking the performance of a real world asset, in this case, the performance of Bitcoin. You can also have decentralized exchanges. For example, on Ethereum, you have Uniswap. You can also have a lot of other stuff such as NFTs as well. So guys, this implementation of smart contract allows now Cardano to be able to start having these projects to start launching. But one thing that I have to say here is that on the Cardano blockchain, you don't necessarily need smart contract for NFT applications, which is why NFTs have already grown a little bit more on the Cardano blockchain. As we're talking about all these projects and all these potential projects that could be built and that are in development right now because of the smart contract being live on Cardano. So let's talk about these projects. There are two projects that I think are promising on the Cardano blockchain. The first project is a decentralized exchange. It is called SundaeSwap. So guys, what is a decentralized exchange? A decentralized exchange is an exchange that allows people to transact between people without the need of an intermediary. For example, if you are, let's go into, for example, when you trade with Coinbase. Coinbase is a centralized exchange. That means when you buy something, let's say you're buying Cardano, it is a transaction that is happening between you, Coinbase, and the person on the other side of the markets that's selling those ADA to you. But when you have a decentralized exchange, that means you don't have a Coinbase in between. You only have you, the buyer, and the seller on the other side. So that's what decentralized exchanges are. SundaeSwap is set to launch in Q4 of 2021. So guys, by the end of this year, we will have a decentralized exchange on Cardano. Now, the second project. This is an NFT project called SpaceBud. Guys, SpaceBud is an NFT project on the Cardano blockchain that has been developing multiple NFTs, should I say. So, if you would like to buy, for example, SpaceBud's NFT, what you do is you go on cnft.io, which is an NFT marketplace on the Cardano blockchain, and on cnft.io, you can find the SpaceBud NFTs listed on there. These NFTs can be bought in ADA because they are listed in ADA. So that means you can spend like 8,000 ADA to buy one of the SpaceBud's NFTs. So the way that you can do it is you can actually connect your wallet with the cnft.io website, and from there on, it will allow you to send in your ADA and buy the NFTs that you want in ADA. So guys, what I just shown you right now is the possible future of Cardano. And this right here is very valuable because when you look at Ethereum, the thing that gives Ethereum its value, even though Ethereum is very expensive in terms of transactional fees and very slow and not scalable, but what gives Ethereum the value is the ecosystem, the network effect of having all these projects built on it. But then now that Cardano has this functionality and Cardano is cheap and much more faster than Ethereum, guys, a lot of people are going to be moving and building projects on the Cardano blockchain. So what is my strategy going forward? Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just buying ADA. I'm buying and I'm holding. I'm not trying to trade. I'm not trying to do anything. For me, ADA is a long-term play. I buy, I hold, and we will see in the future. Please do not consider this as financial advice. Now, thank you for watching this video. I hope that I provided you with enough value in this video. If that was the case, please allow me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn the notification bell, as it helps us with the YouTube algorithm to get our message to a wider audience. Now, if you would like to start investing in stocks or cryptocurrencies, please, you can use our Weibo, M1 Finance, Coinbase, and BlockFi links in the description below. When you sign up with our links, we will both get some monetary value. Thanks, and I'll see you in my next video on Sunday. Bye.